Hi folks, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and thumb up. I'm the Tech Thinker, and today we are gonna learn what kind of language actually is Java. Well, Java is a programming language, but it is a object-oriented programming language. What actually does it mean? Well, it means that when we program in Java, we are programming objects. Actually, the real world has objects. A table is an object. A car is an object. A laptop is an object. So everything is actually an object. And what we do in Java is actually try to program these objects. Okay. Let's say we take a car. Okay, a car has some attributes. So let's say tires, a color, an engine, an horsepower, and so on. So every car must have tires, otherwise it will not be a car. Okay, so car is in some way an object. Okay, then there are some companies. So let's say Porsche and Ferrari. They build cars, but they build two different type of cars. But they use the same model to build a car. Why? Well, because every car must have a color, must have an engine, must have tires. Car is in this case a class. What does it mean? Well, a class is a blueprint, is a constructor by which we build other things. So we build objects. Okay? Everything in Java is written in a class, and we write classes in order to build objects. Okay? Let's say Porsche and Ferrari built a car according to a model, this car model, okay? But the way in which they build the car, it's not the same. For example, the Ferrari Enzo, which is a model of a Ferrari car, is an object which was built through a car model, a car class, but it was built in a Ferrari way. So for example, the Ferrari Enzo, the brand name of the Ferrari Enzo is Ferrari and not Porsche. And Porsche otherwise built, Porsche Carrera with using the same model, because the Porsche Carrera is a car, but with typical attributes of the Porsche company. Okay? So Ferrari and Porsche use a model, a class, in order to build specific objects which have specific attributes. Okay? But Ferrari is also an object. Porsche is also an object. Why? Well, because they are companies. And companies have, for example, a name, a location, a logo. So Porsche and Ferrari use another class, and the name of this class could be, for example, car companies. And every car companies must have a name, a location, a logo. Let's say some factories where they can build the car, and so on. Okay, so in this case there will be also a class called car company, and Porsche and Ferrari are other objects. And as you can now understand, actually, this Ferrari Enzo is an object which uses another object, which is Ferrari. Okay, and Ferrari use a class which is company, the company car company class. Okay, and Ferrari use also another class, car. Ferrari would be use other classes, I don't know, Formula One cars, which are a little bit different than normal cars, and so on. Okay, so everything in Java is an object, and these objects are in some relation each other. This relation between objects is called in in object-oriented programming language, inheritance. Okay, so where there are subclasses and superclasses. Okay, this concept is a very important concept. If we go here, for example, this is what we build. Okay, this is a class, methods. Okay, we can write in this class methods. This is a method void, which we said this is main method. Then we have another method here with an integer. The name of that is sum, and other methods, and so on. So with classes we build objects, and in every class there are methods, which are functions. Okay, we can actually create an object from this class methods. How? Well, this is very simple. For example, here we can write here. We can here write an integer. Let's say integer tires. Okay, and we declare this variable here. This is a variable of this class, so not in the method here. This is a variable only in this method, but this variable, you can use this variable in every of these methods. Okay, I can also create an object methods. I call this object, let's say object object equal to new object equal to, sorry, methods. So why? Well, because we create a class methods, and we can then create an object which is this class is actually a blueprint, like we said, a constructor. Okay, so we create now here an object of type methods. This is a variable like this. The difference is that this is an object, this is a data type. We said this is a primitive data type. Okay, so this is how we store the values on our hard drives. Okay, this is a little bit more. An object can contain a lot of data types, can contain methods, can contain a lot of things. Okay, so an object is actually a more complex in this case variable which can contain more things. And we create this method, this object methods, because we create the class methods. Okay, this is just the beginning, the basic of the whole story about classes and objects and methods. Please just remember that in Java everything is a class. In class there are methods, and we can create through these classes we can create objects. Okay, so thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Bye.